So, do y'all ever actually feel like all these bees buzzing around you are very annoying and get on your nerves? Well, actually, bees are very, very friendly. Not only that, but they do a whole lot for us too.
Bees are actually essential to 80% of the produce we have in supermarkets.
So now we're going to talk about the science behind one of the diseases plaguing our nation's bees. Did you know that bee pollination is responsible for 15 billion in crop value each year? Honeybees have been under serious pressure from a mysterious problem, colony collapse disorder, or CCD, which is a syndrome defined as a dead colony with no adult bees and no dead bee bodies, but a live queen and usually honey and immature bees still present. No scientific cause has been found for CCD. Since the 1980s, honeybees and beekeepers have had to deal with a host of new pathogens, which lead to researchers to believe that CCD has been made the result of a combination of two or more problems plaguing the hive. However, this leads to more dead ends about the source because each scenario is different. 2006 was a rough year for beekeepers as they lost anywhere from 30 to 90% of their hives due to this disorder. Losing massive amounts of bees each year to this disorder is frustrating and is directly impacting agriculture farming. Because of the high value of bees, scientists have been working to develop a plan to fight this disease. The first step is to try to identify or narrow down the source.
Scientists have focused on 4 categories for the cause of CCD. They consist of pathogens, parasites, management stressors, and environmental stressors. The ARS has indicated that no one pathogen correlates more with CCD than with any others. Affected colonies often contain varroa mites, and it is uncertain if the mites are directly involved or if the virus they carry is responsible for the disease. Management stressors include things like poor nutrition due to overcrowding and migratory stress induced by transportation across the country. Environmental stressors such as pollen, nectar scarcity, and the lack of nutritional value in what is available, lack of diversity, and limited water and pesticides. Based on the studies, researchers have concluded that no one factor is the cause of CCD. One explanation that is being called the perfect storm, which is where environmental stressors weaken the colonies, which causes the colony to collapse after exposure to another pathogen, parasite, or pesticide.
Now we're going to talk to one of our beekeeper friends.
My name's Perry Hillier, and I'm an accountant as far as a career is involved. I'm in grad school at Montevallo to get my MBA, but I keep bees on the side. You actually buy the bees, they come in a 3-pound package in the mail. To be able to see signs of a disease, pests, and things like that. So that's kind of what we focus primarily on. The main thing is the colony collapse disorder. I don't know if foulbrood's much of a thing anymore, but really what they look for is colony collapse disorder, which is pretty much a name for that apiarists have given the bees when they just completely disappear and nobody knows why. They'll find a couple of dead bees outside the hive, but when they check it like I did today, they'll go in and there won't be anything there. Bees typically last anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, unless they're the queen. She can last anywhere from 2 to 5 years. About a day later, she'll go out and fly really high up in the sky, and male bees from other colonies will come and she'll mate with them in turn and fly back down to the hive and start laying eggs. And so she only mates one time. And so she'll come back in and lay, and she can lay up to 2,000 eggs per day. And the men really have it rough, the men bees, because once they mate, actually their genitals get ripped out. With pollen, what you can do is you can extract pollen from the wax and actually bake it, and it's good for your allergies. You just eat it like candy, and you can actually remove the wax and create things like lip balm, hand salve, really anything you want out of that's made from wax, candles, really anything. And of course the honey, obviously once harvest season comes, which is about June-ish, you can start jarring a lot of honey, and each hive will make about 3 to 5 gallons of honey. I would highly recommend it because it's very rewarding and it's very fun. It's really just about being able to help the environment, because bees pollinate up to 80% of our crops, and especially around here in a rural area, that's pretty important. But I would highly recommend it to anybody that's interested because it's easy. It only takes about 30 minutes to check a hive every other week, really, so it really doesn't take that much time. And there's no age requirement, and there's no really other requirement other than that you have to get your bees licensed with the state agricultural department whenever you buy them, so they can come inspect them. I would just encourage anyone to, start keeping hives. Just 1 to 2 hives in a backyard can make a difference.
So Perry discussed in his video a little bit about beeswax. Now, beeswax, of course, is used for many different uses. One of those is lip balm. Now, Burt's Bees, one of the most popular brands of lip balm, actually has a movement out called Bring Back the Bees. Now, Bring Back the Bees is a movement designated to plant 1,000 wildflowers for the better livelihood of the bees. Now, their hashtag, Bring Back the Bees, is wildly popular on social media. And with every tweet, they plant 1,000 wildflowers. That's incredible. Now, beyond that, they're also doing their part by providing specially marked products that, with the sale of those, they'll actually go and donate some money to the Beyond the tweets.
Another company that is trying to help out the honeybee movement is Haagen-Dazs, actually. And Haagen-Dazs has implemented a 3-pronged marketing campaign, which includes Plant a Flower, Help a Honeybee, which is pretty self-explanatory. The 7-Day Go Natural Challenge, where you eat and live naturally so that you can understand and appreciate all that the honeybee contributes to our society. And also the Help a Honeybee trivia game, which as players collect points, they turn these points into dollars and then donate them to the Colony Collapse Disorder Research Foundation. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video today.
We're definitely going to make a difference in our lives as far as concerning the bee community. We definitely implore that you do